guys, it's Caitlin from Caitlin and Jazz Books, and Happy New Year guys, happy 2017. That's exciting. Who's messaging me? Oh, it's Jasmine. I'll get to say hi. No. Yeah, happy 2017. And today I'm going to be doing my favourite books, top how many? 6. Top 6 favourite books from 2016. I should have done 16, but then that would have just been like from the same series and I didn't want to do that. But there is a lot of Cassandra Clare, but you know, that's expected, right? Counted, I had 7, but I can't be bothered to go back and like refilm the stuff I've already filmed, so I'm just going to shove my 7 in here. The 7th one I don't actually have, but it's Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I think that's who it's by. And this book was the only book this year, apart from my number 1, which like made me bawl my eyes out. Ow. Basically, I haven't had many books this year which have made me cry, and this book definitely did that because, I don't know, it's like so heart-wrenching. Anyway, Me Before You, for those of you who don't know, is about a girl called, oh, what's her name? You know, we're not going to go with names right now because I'm bad at remembering names. But a girl who loses her job and she goes looking for work, and she ends up working for this guy called Will, which I can't remember, who's been paralysed from the neck down. And it's basically about their relationship forming and her trying to stop him from basically the inevitable, which in the end, you know, has to happen, but you know, it makes us all cry, and it was so good. But yeah, that was my number 7. Well, 6 was Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas, which, I mean, I'm surprised it's this low down. Like, I had a lot of things when I was going over and I was like, oh my god, I like that more than this, which was surprising. Like, as the series goes on, I sort of like it more and more. But out of all of them, this one's been my favourite because this has been the one when I've been like, oh, wow. And it's like, the series with this, the character development is absolutely amazing. Like, if you look at this Throne of Glass compared to Queen of Shadows, which is the last one I've read, you can't even tell that they're the same person. Selena and Selene, you can't tell that they're the same person. And then I just recently read The Assassin's Blade, and it was like, the difference between, like, what's it called? What am I trying to say? Like the tournament, pre-tournament, and after the tournament is absolutely amazing. Like, I haven't read a book in a long time where the character development's been this good, and I'm just going on about the character development. This is about a girl called Selena who gets taken from the salt mines where she's been put to work because she's an ex-assassin, and she's taken by the captain to go to the castle is the right word, is that the right word? That place, to fight in a tournament to win the, what's it called, man? To win the, I need to look this up, the King's Assassin, I think that's what it's called. But yeah, it's very good, and this series is very good. The only thing that annoys me is that this, like, shiny writing rubs off really easily. The 5th book, or series actually this one is Fallen by Lauren Kate, and this has a lot of, like, love-hate. Like, people either absolutely hate it or absolutely love it. There are more people who hate it. I don't know, I read this and I loved it. I was like, it was a real, like, light read. It's really cutesy, which I don't usually like, but I was loving this one, not gonna lie. So then I went out and bought the rest of the series, minus Unforgiven or Unforgotten, whatever it's called, because I didn't like Cam and I don't want to read a story about Cam, not gonna lie. But this is basically about a girl called Luce, and she gets taken to some school for like mental people, bad people who've done bad things basically, because people say she killed someone. But yeah, and at the school she meets Daniel, who's like this mysterious, you know, like the mysterious guy, like that stereotype person. He's that. And it's basically, it feels drawn to him, but he is pushing her away and he doesn't want anything to do with her. And as that sort of unfolds, oh my god, the plot twists in this. There is so many amazing plot twists in this one, honestly. So good. The last book, Rapture. Honestly, my heart. And then the end of Rapture, I was like, okay, so I love this series, but why did you do that? Like, it was such a bad, in my opinion, it was a really bad ending. Like, it could have ended in so many different ways, and I was like, well, why did it end like that? You basically just did the same thing that you did to start with that got you in this mess. Anyway, yeah, fallen. 4 is the first Cassandra Clare, which is Lady Midnight. Oh my god, that was heavy that it just like fell over. There was Lady Midnight, and this was amazing, and this was definitely like one of my most anticipated reads of last year. That is so weird. Of last year. And it's, what is that? It's a bird, okay. There's like, it's, oh, so good. My heart couldn't take this. It was just some of the characters, I had issues with some of the characters because, I don't know, they just annoyed me. Emma kind of annoyed me, but Julian's such a babe. Anyway, and also the little short story at the end, A Long Conversation, the end of that. I was totally fine with it until like the last line, and then I was like, what? Why are you saying that? Why? Because then we have to wait like a year to like find out what she does. And oh, anyway, for those of you who don't know, this is about Emma Carstairs, whose parents were killed, and she's living with her friend Julian, whose brother was taken by the fairies, and Julian's brother gets sent back, and it's basically Emma trying to find out what happened to her parents, and Julian trying to get back into society, as it were, and stuff goes down, and it's amazing, and it's so big. Like, I really hope, what is it, Lord of Shadows? Is that the next one? That it's like this, because it really makes me, and it's such, honestly, it's such a gorgeous book. But yeah, that's number 4. The 3 is another Cassandra Clare, and that's Clockwork Princess, which is the 3rd and final book in the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare. And I have to say, I didn't enjoy Infernal Devices as much as I enjoyed, oh my god, The Mortal Instruments. And I know a lot of people did, but it's still absolutely phenomenal. Like, all of her books, you just like, you just want to keep reading them because it's like, oh, so good. It's the way she describes stuff and the way that she just like never runs out of ideas. It's absolutely amazing. But anyway, this series is about a girl called Tessa who basically comes to London after her aunt dies, I believe, and she gets taken in by the Shadowhunters in the London Institute, which involves Will and Jem, both of who I love them. And yeah, it's basically their adventures, and there's a lot of plot twists, and it does rip your heart out. This book did make me cry, but not like bawl. Okay, so there's 3 books in here that made me cry. I was totally fine until like the little epilogue, and then I was like, gone. I was like, why is this a thing? Anyway, yes, so this is number 2 will come as no surprise to anyone, and that is The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury. I think that's how you say the name, but I never know. Number 2 will come as no surprise to anyone, and that is The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury, which is I think how you say the name, because my mum has yelled at me for saying it otherwise. So I think it's this, and this is absolutely phenomenal, and I cannot wait for the Scarecrow Queen, which comes out this year, which is so exciting. But this is basically about a girl called Twyla who can kill with a single touch because her skin has poison running through it, and her guard is stung by a bee and then like taken ill to the, it's a bit of a meagre death, if you like, not death, it's a bit of a meagre like losing your job if you ask me, but anyway. And then she gets a new guard called Leaf, who's absolutely amazing, and he comes in, he helps her like discover things. He knows stuff about her which she doesn't know, and he's trying to make her like realise that, and it's basically that, but it's absolutely amazing. And again, the plot twist. There's, oh man, and the cover is so pretty, like the ombre. Number 1, so my favourite book from last year, again, comes no surprise to any of you, and that is City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. 3rd Cassandra Clare book on this list, but I don't really care because I feel like I had to put them all in because I read them all this year. And I read the last 3, I believe, of this series in 2016. And oh my gosh, this book had me bawling. There's so many, like, deaths in here that just didn't need to happen. Like, right at the end, when you think it's all fine, and then you're just like, why? Why did that happen? And then, it's just certain characters, certain cinnamon rolls that need to be like put under like a blanket and protected are not protected, and it's really sad. But yeah, this is by far my favourite in the series, and except for Sebastian, who, you know, the bad guy, something always happens to the bad guy, but he's my favourite character, so I'm not gonna lie, that made me cry. So I just love him. And yeah, this book, what a gem. I mean, come on, it's amazing. And I think, okay, someone's gonna have to comment if you get this far. Who is this? Because I have like, is it Jace or is it Sebastian? Because if it was in Lost Souls, that makes sense to be Jace, but that doesn't make sense to be Jace in this one. So I'm going with Sebastian because I just love Sebastian. Anyway, number 1. City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great 2017. Hope your 2016 was alright. And comment below what your favourite book was of 2016 and what your least favourite book was of 2016. And if you want me to, I could do a least favourite books of 2016 because I've got a couple of them. And I can do a Christmas haul, but I think Jasmine's doing that as well. But if you want to see mine as well as Jasmine's, then let me know in the comments if you're still watching. Leave a like, comment and subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you next time that I film a video, but Jasmine will see you next time on the channel. Okay, bye guys.